Hey everyone, Kevin Hanlon here. I go by Skyburial on Twitter and also here on YouTube, and you're watching my VGC laddering series Spire to the Sky, which we play here on Battlespot. Yeah, so I know it's been a little bit since I recorded one of these episodes. I was doing my doubles series. I'll give you guys a link to that. Basically, I wanted to practice a little bit for next year, and found out that my team's actually pretty great. So, yeah, like, broke 1800 with it, feel really good about it. So, we'll go ahead and hop on the ladder with Soul Trees. And, I actually top cut my mid-season showdown with this team, so it still remains, like, my favorite team to use in the format, and, yeah. So, I tried to record an episode for you guys last night, and I was just super tired, and when I was reviewing the video I was like, wow, I mumbled for like this whole thing. That is not cool. So we got an opponent, Pokenimix, and his team looks fairly familiar. Let's see. I honestly, like, the Trevenant Coco lead's really hard to deny here. And then I kind of want to go for Politoed in the back and Metagross. There's very little downside to going with all of these because he doesn't really have anything with Lightning Rod. Metagross is going to handle the Goodra and the Pheromosa and the opposing Metagross and the Tapu Lele and the Ninetales really well, so Metagross is an obvious pick. Politoed because we need our opposing Weather Setter. I feel like Trick Room's just a really solid option here. He could double my Trevenant, but I can punish that. The only thing I would consider doing... no, I need my Trick Room. If things look really threatening out of the gate, then I can switch Trevenant out. Yeah, we'll go with this. Alright, cool. I usually really like bringing Metagross against Hail teams, and this is, like, no exception to the rule. And especially lately with Earthquake on Metagross, it's just been really effective. Alright, so my opponent leads for my Trevenant, which is really unfortunate because it looks like I have to hard switch into my Politoed in order to live what he's going to dish out. And it looks like he's not Scarflele, which is good. So, Politoed's gonna take a butt ton from Psychic. But I can't protect Trevenant. Maybe I should chance it. Like, maybe I should let Trevenant go down. I think I will Volt Switch the Arcanine and try to set up Trick Room. I think that's my best plan of action. Okay, so we get to get this Volt Switch off. And we don't proc Berry, which is good. So I have to keep my Trevenant safe, so I'm gonna go for this. And if Trev goes down, then it's gonna be unfortunate, but I can come back from it. Okay, so Psychic comes in against Trevenant, yep. Alright, and please don't be a special Arcanine after that special defense drop. That would be so annoying. I hope it's a physical Arcanine. Alright, it's a physical Arcanine. So, Flare Blitz shouldn't take us out, I don't think. Alright, yeah, it doesn't. So, we get to get our Trick Room up. That's really good. Alright. We're pulling this together, guys. Pulling it together. Trevenant loves me. Alright, cool. So my instinct says that Ninetales switches in here. Probably into the Arcanine slot. Because it's just going to be really hard for my opponent to not... Alright, I'm just going to cover it. I'm going to bring Metagross into the Trevenant slot in the event that he decides to leave Arcanine in. And I'm going to go for it. No, I think you really switch out Arcanine here. I think you do. But I need to shake off that special defense drop. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to switch into Metagross. And I'm going to Scald the Arcanine slot. Alright, so Trevenant's the fastest thing in Trick Room, so it doesn't mean anything that I switched out first. We'll see if he... Okay, so he does withdraw Arcanine, so we'll get to get some damage off on... Oh, it's Goodra. Okay. Well, this is good. This is a good switch for me. Okay, and he goes for a Shattered Psych, maybe on a Politoed. If it's onto Trev, that'll be good for me. But if it's on a Politoed, that's going to be bad. I probably can't take that in Psychic Terrain. I can take that in Psychic Terrain. Wow. Check you out, Politoed. Whoa, whoa, wee wow. Alright, cool. So I'm going to Meteor Mash this Goodra. Do not want to deal with that, and I will... I think I will protect my Politoed. Yeah. Yep. Metagross is really well poised right now. Alright, cool. So Politoed protects. And does anything else protect? Of course Tapu Lele protects. Does not want to get hit with a Meteor Mash. That's fine, because we didn't attack the Tapu Lele because that was a really obvious play. So, we're going to get this tasty little... This Meteor Mash off. Well, this Corkscrew Crash. And I've never seen a Goodra live this. So if it does, I'll be very surprised. And I've done this quite a few times. Yep, just right all the way down to the... That's what we like. So I'm up a Pokemon, but I have taken a significant amount of damage on everything with Tapu Koko and Metagross. If Ninetales comes in here, then my opponent's going to be in a really good position. And if my opponent didn't bring Ninetales, I'm going to be in a really good position. Okay, so it's his own Metagross. So I think this turn I will go for... I could go for an Earthquake and a switch into Trevenant, and that kind of sounds good. And my opponent doesn't have Ninetales, so... yeah, I think I'll do this. I think that my opponent probably switches out their Tapu Lele, and that means that this Earthquake is going to be really beefy. Nope, no switch. Alright. So that's fine. We get some good damage off against the Metagross, some good damage off against the Tapu Lele, and we'll probably see a Psychic. Oh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Okay, maybe not as bad as I thought. If Tapu Lele knows Shadow Ball, then this will be really bad. Nope, just a Psychic. Alright, cool. So I think I have either 1 or 2 turns of Trick Room left. So... my Metagross is slower, as we saw. So I think I will double the Metagross. That sounds like a decent option. Metagross will... I guess I could go for an Earthquake. And... okay, I need to see how many turns of Rain I have left, actually. 1 turn of Rain and 1 turn of Trick Room. So... I think I will... Earthquake and Protect. Alright, so Metagross protects. And we've stalled out my opponent's terrain. So I should have Meteor Mashed the Tapu Lele, but I thought for sure that Tapu Lele would protect here. Okay. And Psychic Terrain should end too. And I actually really like my position here. I think I will just continue to spam Earthquake, and I'll go for a Scald on the Metagross slot. Politoed should outspeed Metagross, and if he leaves in Tapu Lele, which it doesn't, which it looks like he is, then I can just take it out. Ooh, actually, if he has Earthquake, then this is bad news for... nope, okay. Cool. So hopefully we get a high roll on this Earthquake, and that was a low roll earlier, but who knows? Alright, so this is kind of bad. This is kind of bad for my Tapu Koko. I might lose this one. Because my opponent can just go for a Meteor Mash and... but I still think that I made the right plays, I just don't know how I would have come out of this one. I'll Earthquake, and I will Volt Switch the Arcanine in the event that my Tapu Koko doesn't go down, but I triggered Weakness Policy and my opponent has an Agility up. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Metagross should definitely outspeed. Okay. Alright. Oh, he went for a double protect to let me self-quake. Alright, well now I definitely lose. I'll probably just forfeit here, because my opponent can pretty easily pick off my Tapu Koko with an extreme speed now, if I don't KO my own Tapu Koko. Yeah. Oh god. I'll Earthquake and protect, I guess. If I'm my opponent, I'd probably double my Metagross, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, so he Zen Headbutts my Tapu Koko and Flare Blitz, and if Flare Blitz KOs, then I lose. Okay, so I lose. Alright, so I will forfeit this one. Oh man, so close. Cool, so I'm forfeiting. I think I could have switched a little bit more there. But yeah, this game's over. My opponent timed their agility really well. Yeah. This is fine. So that was Sage and Park's team from the Onog. I'm not sure if it's what he's still using, but it's definitely what he used on the Onog. Yeah. And you can get that team off a QR code right now. So we're back down in the 1600s, but we kind of had a really fragile footing, like a loose footing in the 1700s there. So that's fine. Yeah. If this is a double loss, I won't save this episode, but if it is a win here, then that'll be neat. So, yeah. So I moved into this new house, right? And it looks, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can see my wonderfully unmade bed here. I like it a lot more than my last house, which was kind of worn down. We get matched up against Love in Japan. And, Love is using a Sun team. And I have a tendency to get, like, kind of cooked by these teams. I think I will go with Trevenant and... No, I'll go with Muck and Tapu Koko in the front. And then I'll put Politoed in the back. I mean, Muck has to come. I will go with Trevenant in the front and Muck and Politoed in the back. Alright. I've been testing a Sun team. I really like Sun. Specifically with Trick Room, I really like Sun. Alright, so my opponent leads with a Rangaroo and Snorlax, so that is fine. I think what I will do on this turn is I will Volt Switch out, and I think he's going to try to set up Trick Room, so I will take that away. Like, I think he protects and tries to set up Trick Room. Nope, doesn't protect, so probably just going for a Belly Drum or a Curse this turn. I will bring in Muck. I don't want to bring in Politoed unless he's got his weather set up, because that'll be the end for me. So, alright, so he goes for a Belly Drum. Probably setting up Trick Room here. And yeah, Snorlax is going to be a menace. Yep. So we get to reverse Trick Room, which is cool. I think this turn what I will do is I will knock off the Harambe and I will burn the Snorlax. And if memory serves me right, as long as this burn connects, I should live the high horsepower and proc Berry. Okay, so my opponent just goes for a Psychic onto Trevenant, so that's fine. Alright, and Will-O-Wisp does connect, so that's really fortunate for me. Now, Snorlax is still going to be doing a butt ton, but, yeah. I should be able to mitigate some of that threat. Alright, so my opponent... Oh, he goes for an Earthquake. Okay. So that should be fine. I should definitely live that. Yep. Okay, cool. So, now it's just a matter of preserving my Trevenant, really. I'm up a Pokemon, but that Snorlax is going to be a huge threat, and oh my goodness, it's a Tapu Lele. I gotta do something here. I will poison jab, and I think I'll let Coco go down. Oh man, my opponent's probably protecting, actually, come to think of it. So this will be a double KO for him. Ah, that's bad. Nope, goes for a Psychic. Alright, cool. So I get to most likely KO the Tapu Lele. Yeah. Alright, cool. So this is gonna do a lot. Okay, it does KO. Cool, so we're up 2 Mons. Alright, and return comes out on my Muck. Alright, yeah, that'll KO. Alright. So I'll bring Trevenant back in. Yeah, it's Torkoal. Alright. So, luckily, Torkoal takes a butt ton from a lot of things. But all I gotta really do is bring in Politoed, and I think I will protect this turn and try to burn off his Protect. Yep. There's no way that he's going for a return on my Trevenant. That just seems really unlikely at this point in time. And so, if things play out how I expect them to, then we'll see Torkoal protect and my opponent go for an Earthquake. Snorlax protects. Okay. Does Torkoal protect too? Nope, Torkoal goes for a Heat Wave. So that works out for me. I think this turn I will double into the Snorlax. Because I think the Torkoal protects. I'll go for a Thunder and a Scald. Yep. I think my opponent's gonna go for an Earthquake. If not a return onto my Politoed. Okay, so it's an Earthquake, so Politoed should live that. And then next turn I can go for a Scald onto the Torkoal, which should like always KO always. And I can go for a Horn Leech onto this Snorlax, and that should set me up for a win. So cool. Sun teams are always super intimidating, particularly if they lead with Lilligant and like switch into Lele and take away my Electric Drain. But they didn't bring Lilligant this time, so we're doing alright. Okay, so my opponent acknowledges the loss. So that's good. Red. So we got a loss today, we got a win today, and we're finishing in the 1700s, which is cool. And yeah, once again, just Swole Trees remains super consistent. It's what's gotten me this far. So I didn't get to rep my Buzzwole today. It was just some classics from Dank Trees. But yeah. Good stuff. GG's to my opponents. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I got the hiccups. GG's to my opponents. If you're new to the channel, please click on that subscribe button down there. And if you're glad to see the series back and you want to spread some love, go ahead and hit me in the comments section and let me know what you're thinking and what you're feeling about the series lately. And yeah, I love your guys' feedback, so I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been Spire to the Sky, and I am Kevin.